even the trailer for Bronson.
That was so crazy.
Yeah.
The trailer was crazy. It was too kinetic for me. I was like, all right, leave it. I did watch Legend though. That was freaking awesome.
Legend was crazy.
So good.
I didn't even know about Tom Hardy until friggin' Inception.
Yep.
He was the main bad guy in Star Trek Nemesis. A very good Star Trek original cast movie.
Really?
Yeah, he was young and
I feel like he would have been
he played
child.
Picard's, like, what they cloned by taking Picard's DNA kind of stuff. And it's exceptional. Watch that movie.
Really?
Very good.
Do I need to watch something else for it to settle in?
No, that's the great thing, man. You don't need to watch anything. Just start watching it and you'll get confused.
All of
but
Deep
it's gonna be a
Space
good
Nine.
movie. Yeah, all of Deep Space. Hey, listen, Deep Space Nine gets a bad rep.
Nah, I wasn't bad.
This is a Star Trek hoodie, by the way. It has
Sick.
all the ships on the back of it.
Oh, nice.
I don't mess around. The one thing I didn't like about the first one, I don't think we're on the podcast yet. The first one with Kirk.
We are recording.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Just do it.
Worse technology than that's around now. Like their phones were crap. They were like these big flip phones. I can't get through you. I'm in an elevator. You know, like hey, man, you're in space. Figure that shit out.
Didn't the show was like this genesis for a lot of technology that eventually came up, even though it's like shitty, but they still not invented it, but like like had a vision about it early on, and people were like, wait, what are we?
Yeah, I've got my phaser. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I was like, wait, teleportation?
I don't know because I don't watch.
That needs to happen though.
Yeah, the only thing was the phone.
But
yeah, teleportation would be
Yeah.
the holodeck and the teleportation.
airline industry would go to shit, but whatever.
That's fine.
I'm
They're
down to-
already at shit. I love the new. Now
Egypt.
anything they do wrong, it's like a new story.
Yeah.
It's like they told this baby to shush.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I
oh
see
no,
that.
stocks are falling.
Yeah.
But that video when it came out of that Asian, everybody
my
watched that
gosh.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
That
ran
was
back
out of
in.
control.
He ran back in. He grabbed like the seat.
I need to go home. I need to go home.
He's like,
I need to go home.
And at one point he's like, just kill me. And I'm like, what is happening?
What? Like, yeah, that was a weird thing for him to say.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just kill me. Also, how did he get off? How did he get back onto the airplane?
He's a wily guy, man. He's a small doctor.
Because they drag him out of a chair.
Yeah.
They drag him
They break his nose.
somehow.
Yeah.
Right, and then they drag him out of the airport. I mean, the airplane.
Airplane.
Did they get just to the door and be like, you know what? This feels wrong.
No.
Let him go.
I bet you
That's
the
probably what the
slippery
real
pillow.
story is. Like the hope is he pulled some like Chow Yun Fat shit and just like
Yeah, some Wing Chun.
yeah. That's totally racist.
Did you go to the Wing Chun thing?
No, that's today at 4. I've got a Wing
Okay.
Chun class that Chaz is. Are you coming to that?
No. I have to go back to work.
I saw videos on it, dude. It looks fake as heck.
Yeah, this stuff is that what you're talking about? The
That's
video you sent me?
That's the instructor.
That makes no sense to me. It doesn't look. Can
Okay,
you watch it?
Practical.
Okay. No, but I know what it is.
Oh,
what I want you to do, bro,
Okay.
is develop the skill.
Okay.
So that we can make a vlog episode of you sparring with the twisty wooden.
Dummy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll even do it like in slow motion where your fist is hitting the wood, and then we'll show splinters coming out.
Okay. I just don't want to I don't want to contradict the guy as he's teaching me. That's my only fear. I'll work on the video with you. I just don't want to correct the guy. He's like, and then you do this. And I'm like, no.
There is nothing about this class that's going to teach you anything about real world fighting. So if you go in it, with
Unless
that,
I pick a fight, and then someone's gonna learn something, me or them.
if you go into it knowing that you're not going to be able to learn anything, this is just fun. This is sort of like calisthenics.
But
or
our
whatever.
friend takes us seriously. The one who invited me, he was like, "Hey, I did this for a few years. I did some competitions. You should come out."
Yeah, that's tough to watch.
And
sometimes.
I don't want to tell him, or should I? Because you've known him for a long time. Should I be like, "Hey, man, here's some fake stuff. If somebody comes to you and asks for your money, you should give it to him because you don't know anything."
Yeah, it's.
Like, is that what I should say? Because I
I
want
don't
to.
know, man. I like the guy, and I like anybody that kind of dedicates themselves to something. But if you're dedicating yourself to something
That doesn't.
stupid,
Yeah,
it
it looks
Seems like a
stupid.
big waste of time.
yeah.
I mean, it looks great in the montage of you training so that you can fight
as
90
an,
guys at the
as
same
an
time.
art.
Yeah.
As an art, it's cool, man. Like
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
performance art, or as
Right.
like if you're doing gymnastics at the Olympics,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But if, like real world application,
That's exactly where I get offended at a certain level. I'm like, wait, you're because he's like, yeah, you might. He actually phrased that as if like I would learn something, and I might.
Yeah.
But if it totally turns out to be bullshit, I might be telling him, hey, you don't like this is not. Someone's tricked you.
yeah.
Like
Okay, wait.
somebody's
I'm
tricked
okay
you
with
for
that.
some
I'm okay
money.
with that message.
All right, hold on a second.
'Cause that's for safety.
I watched the training videos of the Karate Hottie,
Yeah.
Okay.
right?
Michelle
Yeah.
Watterson.
Yeah, I don't have to explain any more than that.
Right.
She does have something similar to that.
I'm like, she
except-
has a name. But anyways, keep
Yeah,
going.
but Karate Hottie is her official
Sure.
name,
Sure.
right? I'm not demeaning her by that. That's her fight name.
I don't know.
That's her fight name when UFC.
It's
so
true.
just
They actually
the
refer to her
karate-
as hottie.
the
It sounds so
karate
weird.
hottie.
It's like if somebody's like, "Oh yeah, beach babe." You're like,
Yeah.
I know that's what she wants to call herself, but I feel mean calling
Yeah, yeah.
somebody a chick.
Like the Korean zombie, same deal.
Yeah, same exact thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely, exactly.
You know how men hate being called zombies all the time. Anyways,
So she's got a training thing with that too. Except it's
a dummy.
Yeah, but it's not like you see the wooden one is these small little pegs, right?
Mm-hmm.
For hers is like this long arm. So what she does is that she would box it and it spins around pretty quickly. So she ducks.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you're working like movement and head movement and stuff like that
Gotcha.
while you're boxing and like a pattern.
would
stuff.
make
As
sense.
part of a giant package, though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you
She's
never
also-
hear introducing Yasin just with his background in Wing Chun.
Yeah,
what I mean?
that
Like,
was
it's
my
not-
thing.
Yeah, in the same video, within that 15 seconds, it also was like footwork and some other stuff. So it's not like that was the only thing she was doing.
As a package, but yeah.
I'll let you know how
I can't
it
imagine
goes.
getting into a fight after a bar and then like some dude's throwing a punch and you just do a
Yeah.
720 spin
Yeah,
in the
can
air.
you
It's like,
imagine?
yeah, ta-da.
Shit, he's Ryu.
Yeah.
Dude, you fought Ryu.
I will say though, it's more fun to watch like stylized kung fu fighting
In a movie.
in a movie
Yeah.
than just like real fighting.
But it's
Yeah.
just, any real fighting period
Yeah, yeah.
sucks.
Like,
yeah.
like
definitely.
Jackie Chan, even Jackie Chan when he's like doing it with bottles and ladders and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it's so much better.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's so much
100%.
better.
Yeah.
I just watched Triple X, the second Triple X movie.
Ice Cube or the Vin Diesel?
Oh, the Vin Diesel one.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't even count that.
That's
one.
the
Okay.
third one then,
Okay,
technically.
so I guess so. But first of all, so glad I didn't pay money for that movie.
How'd you... What?
So freaking hilarious. That movie is so awesome.
That's all you're going to get out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
that's all you're gonna get out of it. It's so great. And they
Yeah.
have that guy from what's that Asian actor that in every movie he needs to slide on his back while shooting? Donnie something?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have
There's
no clue.
there's an Asian Donnie. I don't know what it is.
There's the Asian sliding Donnie.
And he like his intro to like
Donnie
his big,
Yuang? Maybe? I don't know.
He doesn't even walk. He just slides everywhere shooting people
Yeah,
the whole
he's like
movie.
this the whole
That's his specialty. Just like, yeah.
his intro is him sliding. He slid on like a boardroom, the floor, like some places. Just like the first 5 minutes of him is just him sliding everywhere.
That was his
it's
casting
so great.
call. All right, slide in here. No, slide, asshole.
Yeah.
That's the only way you get this.
Sliding Asian, line one.
Yeah, sliding Asian.
But watching him fight, like when he runs out of bullets eventually,
Yeah.
once when he runs out of bullets, everyone that he's fighting also run out of bullets.
Of course.
Of course, Triple X.
Of course. And watching him fight, it's so great. The extra hand movements and stuff, and it's like I love it.
Yeah. Speaking to that, like watching a bear fight a lion is way more entertaining than watching a man fight a man.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
if you, the more you bastardize it, it probably gets better and better. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. That's
So
a good
yeah,
one.
it's also just more fun watching people do gymnastics and kicking every now and then than two people just getting sweaty and just tired and fighting each other.
Yeah, and it's
then
never longer
resting.
than 5 seconds. It's-
Can you imagine? Basketball.
Oh, all right.
I wanted to
I
see
like that.
how direct of a segue we can get to.
I like that.
Today's a big
Dance.
We got 3 games.
Today, yep.
We got Wizards versus Boston.
Yep, which has been the series of the...
You know why? Fights. Just waiting for people to get into fights. They just don't like each other. It's not even that competitive. The games are fairly lopsided, but every now and then somebody takes a swing at somebody.
It's been a throwback to the,
Yeah.
what is it? I guess maybe late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah, I'd say 90s.
Where just, man, they're just clotheslining each other. and-
Yeah. I
and that-
liked it.
that's where I go back to this argument about, there's talk now, which is upsetting because I'm a big Jordan guy, but
Mm-hmm.
Jordan's the GOAT. But there's no world where you can say that LeBron isn't approaching that if he isn't already.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
And it goes to, is the eras they played in. Obviously, it's a different game, but I stick with, Jordan was getting beat up every drive to the basket. He's getting clothesline. He's getting punched.
He had Charles Oakley in his division.
Well, that's
They
what
had
I'm saying.
every team had like an Anthony Mason or some goon or a Kevin Willis.
And now you put hands on a man, and it's like,
oh, you
maybe
put hands on him. Harden will wrap you up and
Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah.
technical. You made
Yeah.
contact with his beard, which is 80% bigger than everybody else's face.
Yeah.
It's like if you hit somebody in the head in basketball,
Yeah.
it's like an automatic technical. They'll review it for 10 minutes. They're like, referees will look at it. Did he mean to touch him? But that argument is weird, though. The LeBron Jordan argument.
Is it? Why?
I don't think. Sorry, go ahead.
Because all those arguments are weird. Like Bjorg or Sampras or Like, name a great from a generation
Just based
past.
on different eras? Okay.
And the thing about basketball, it's changed so much from the 90s to now that it's hard to, it's not like baseball, where the only variable is ballparks are a little bit bigger. Well,
Yeah,
that's
where I
the
was
big
gonna go,
one.
yeah.
But that's exactly it, where the only things that have really changed baseball haven't been the game itself, but the way basketball played now is so different from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
There's one fundamental thing that you can see when you're watching like a 10-year span between the two. It's just the style of athlete bodies. It's just completely different. The amount of
training is
science
so much-
that's been dumped into like athletes for them to get peak perform, like 10 years ago peak versus this now peak is very different.
I feel like baseball's such an individualistic game
Yeah.
too compared to basketball. So taking into account the dominance that Jordan displayed in a team sport at that time when you're getting beat up
Yeah.
compared to like a baseball player where it's just like, hey, you're up to bat by yourself. You hit the ball by yourself. Like,
Yeah. You pitch by yourself,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Everything. No, basketball is, I still think Jordan would be my greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many LeBron. I think he would have to like go to another city, win another championship out of scratch, and then I'd be like, all right. But he's definitely a top 5 for me. He's right up there.
Probably top 3 for me.
Once he retires, I feel like he'd be a solid number 2. I put him in front of Kobe.
Yep.
I value more than winning. I value how many times you get there, and all the story arcs of him like leaving his hometown, going to the city, having everybody like just becomes a supervillain, win a few, come back to your home city,
Win them back.
like almost immediately. Or
Yeah, but
immediately.
winning has to be a part of that. You can't just be like, how many times?
If he
is
came
that?
in failed.
7 straight finals is pretty impressive.
It
though.
is, but I mean, what the Bills did that in football, no one talks about.
You know what? Now you're talking about football.
All right.
And football is a very different game than basketball. Not that I have anything against, like, we can't have that discussion.
Right.
It's just a very different game.
You still feel good about Houston in 6?
I still feel good about Houston in 6. I can still see San Antonio in 6 too. But I feel good about Houston in 6.
Okay.
I feel like it's the right time to catch San. You got to realize I'm from Houston.
Oh, no, I get it.
I've been watching the Rockets either lose to San Antonio or beat Dallas for pretty much my whole life.
Okay.
Right? So like the odds are going to be against us, but I feel like it's one of the weakest teams San Antonio has offered in a little while. And it just, especially with Parker out,
Right.
it just comes down to how many big games can Kawhi have. And just the same way you can look at the Rockets and be like, how many big games can, Harden have? So
Okay.
I think it's as even as it's going to get in a while.
Yeah. This is, I mean, if there was a shot,
Yeah.
it is this year.
Yeah. I would say we're a slight underdog, but I think I think we can win. I really do.
2-1 San Antonio, right?
It's 2-1 San Antonio and Houston today.
Yeah. I think
9
figured. I think they've figured Houston out.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's Popovich.
Yeah,
they have
like-
one of those coaches that's like for the last 20 years has been to the playoffs, hasn't had a losing season in his career. Like all teams have like a
Is he
player.
Belichick?
That I was gonna say. Remember the Super Bowl
Yeah.
podcast?
Yeah.
He's
Belichick.
NBA's
He's
Belichick.
Belichick.
Yeah,
I
but
think
a lot more
Belichick is
respected.
more NFL's Pop, but whatever.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Gun gets cut.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Raptors.
All
Are
right,
done.
Raptors is done, right? It's over.
I mean,
They're
It's a
down
sweep.
3-0. Lowry's out.
yeah. Is basketball the only sport where no one's come back from a 3-0?
Yeah, it definitely hasn't happened.
So then, yeah, I know they've done it in hockey and baseball.
Oh, we're not
but-
even the team to do it either.
Yeah, agreed.
Like it's
No,
not
agreed.
even.
I
even-
almost prefer the sweep today, to be honest. I'd rather not
Sure.
have hope.
Right.
If we
Just you want to be put out of your
that's what I'm
misery.
saying. If we get to
clean.
like game 7, if we win 3 in a row, get to game 7, and then we lose that, my heart won't be able to handle it. There's
Oh
there's
no way, dude.
Oh, it's bad. It's
I feel
really
like it's so important to have a respectable end to something.
nope.
You don't want. Yeah, you were saying that last podcast where you like
Yeah,
at
that's how I
least win
feel.
one game.
Yeah,
Yeah, just for
it
pride.
depends on how you lose.
Are they playing here?
They're playing. Doesn't matter. I don't know. Here? No, they aren't.
No,
they suck. They're really bad. But like,
No, I'm
if
sorry. It's game 4. They are playing.
they're
Here.
here.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
So if it's like the Rockets, I want them to at least win 2 games,
Right.
Because the season can look at a success. The playoffs, you can look at a success. You just got beat by a better team. It's just the Raptors have already played this game. Like they've already lost to the Cavs. You gave people max contracts. You added Serge Ibaka. You got PJ Tucker. You made this team that is supposed to compete, and they're doing everything but. They've
So-
lost 3-0.
What's the missing link? What do they do? What's the drawing board that they need to go to for them to make
They
it
have
better
to blow
next
it
year?
up. I think.
I think. Yeah.
I think they have to get
may
rid
have
of
to.
probably DeRozan and Valanciunas.
I see. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know. The way Cleveland looked going into the playoffs, I thought there was a shot, but I don't know if it's like we go away from our hot hand unless the hot hand is DeRozan.
But we play hot hand basketball.
No,
All we
man.
do is
Like if Valanciunas has it going, Casey
Yeah.
will not give him minutes in the fourth, or there's something. There was the one game where he had 23 and 9, but that was
Right.
because DeRozan was 0
I
for
feel
8.
Valanciunas is one of the stupidest people I've ever seen in my life on TV. He makes
Itty
the
bitty-
worst
itty bitty
decisions.
ballers?
He like lucks into points because he's massive and he's like, ugh, and he gets all excited and stuff. But
He could be
He
way
seems
better
like an
than
idiot.
he actually is. He still does a lot of stupid stuff, like when he rebounds, he brings the ball down, and like someone always swipes at it, or that pump fake. I can't believe people still fall for that pump fake.
Yeah.
Like it's coming as soon as he gets the ball. He does the.
this is a ceiling.
Oh yeah, he's not growing.
So
I don't think he's gonna grow.
We need to get. We don't have any shooters on our team. We're playing in this 2017 NBA, and we don't have any shooters except Lowry.
Yeah, when we traded Ross, that was our. Yeah, that was it.
That's
But
not how you play basketball anymore.
I'd still do it. I don't know if we keep Ibaka now. Like I'm a big Ibaka fan. I'm a big Tucker guy. But even with Ibaka, like he's shooting too many threes. He's not driving the ball. To
I
the
liked him when you
basket. Like,
stood around the rim and just blocked
yeah,
people.
man. Yeah,
That's-
he's so good there.
Yeah.
Maybe he was told not to do it anymore.
I
Somebody
doubt it.
said don't. Nobody tells us.
Yeah, stop playing
Stop
defense.
it.
Yeah.
Stop it. But yeah, for me, it's hard to kind of argue that it's going to be Cavaliers in the finals versus the Golden State Warriors.
Again.
Yeah, when the way both of these teams are playing, no, neither one have been lost the game. I don't even think it's
No.
been close.
No, last night I don't think Golden State lost.
Yeah, so yeah, it looks like that's what it's going to be. I'm hoping that there's more and more fights in the Boston Wizards series,
Holy moly!
and Boston comes out on top is my hope, and I'm hoping the Rockets can somehow put 2 games together. And
Boston's
come
a good story, but I don't know if you watched the first round, but I don't know if Rondo didn't get injured. I don't know that Boston would be in the second round.
No, I agree. Isaiah Thomas is a tiny man.
You know
He's
what?
shorter than all 3 of us.
Yeah, I actually don't even know that should be said anymore because it has no impact on. He's incredible. He's
But you know
incredible
what?
to watch.
Lowest defensive rating of any point guard in the NBA and the playoffs by far. If they isolate Wall and him, or him and anybody, Beal,
Yeah,
he has the more you do that, the worse his performance is on the other end of the court on offense.
yeah.
And I think that they did that last game, which was of course in Washington, and they
Yeah.
won. But like, I think it's something we're going to see more and more. You can't have a 5'7" point guard.
He's not even
Somebody
a point
should
guard,
hurt him. If this was like old NBA, somebody would have stepped
They
on
have
him.
been hurting him. That dude's lost like 3 teeth this series.
Yeah, he's lost teeth, which is funny.
Poor guy.
He got one knocked out. He had to go get it off the floor and then give it to a guy for later.
Did they put
you get a-
teeth back in your
Yeah,
mouth?
surgically they put
They
it
can
back
do that.
in. Yeah, they
I
can
didn't know
do
that.
man.
Yeah,
I
not
thought they
even-
just go with a fake one after.
No, not if you're balling. But even if you ever lose a teeth, put it in ice.
Yeah.
Go to the dentist.
Yeah.
They'll stick it back in.
Okay.
Yeah, then you don't have to worry
Really?
about. Yeah.
Well, discoloration
Trust
and
me,
shit like that.
boxed for a year. Trust me, I've seen it happen.
Oh, man.
Because if they give you a fake one, if there's like you drink coffee, your tooth doesn't. Your
Right.
fake one's like.
It discolors it a different,
just white.
different
Yeah,
way.
Yeah, it's just like this one's greener and these are all yellow.
Yeah.
You're like, what is happening in your mouth? But
I knew a guy with one porcelain tooth, and whenever we'd go out, the ultraviolet light would
jeez.
jam off the one
Wait,
tooth.
wait, are you always going to clubs?
No, no way. I'm old,
It's
man.
like the ultraviolet light. Everywhere we went, it was a black light.
But he'd do so well when the lights were on. When the lights were off, he just looked like a farmer from.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I had
it's
a
pretty
friend
funny.
with a fake eyeball, and that alone isn't that upsetting. But his eye wouldn't blink,
Yeah.
and
Wait,
that
what?
was his fake one wouldn't blink. It blinked like only a little bit, which wasn't blinking at all. So his other one would blink, and this one would keep looking at you, and it scared the crap out of me at school. I was like, stop looking at me, man, which is really mean to say, but
My glass eyes were
it's
weird.
freaking me out.
Yeah. Did you ever see him take it out?
Yeah, he's like one of my best friends.
What,
So
was,
like
what was behind it? Just
darkness. I never looked inside. I didn't want to have that. Like, what's inside your head?
Yeah.
Isn't there a movie where dude was keeping notes? He had a note. Was it Antonio Banderas movie? Not Zorro.
Desperado?
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
definitely not Zorro, dude. That you can imagine have a sword, and no wonder a fake eye.
Everything's connected in here. I wonder if you did a flashlight up your nose.
Yeah, or you like sneeze and you popped it out, and you're like, "Here's your."
Oh.
You can do. Apparently, you can do like a spaghetti.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah. Haven't you seen people at shisha lounges?
No.
Yeah, they like blow it in and they like blow shit out of there. Yeah, everything's obviously connected. I've
Right,
seen a
right.
person blow it out of your ear.
No, you have.
Oh,
not.
you
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
that.
Oh, definitely.
No, you have
Oh.
not.
It's like a sealed thing.
No. I've
You've seen
it.
this?
So this guy has a
I saw
perforated
it on Guinness
eardrum.
as well, and I saw it at a bar. I saw it on Guinness
Okay.
World, that show that used to be on.
I've tried that so hard. It never
You
works
can't,
for me.
everybody can't do it.
Wait. I think you need like a physical,
Yeah.
like a
A
defect.
slight- yeah, you need an anomaly.
Yeah.
Or
That's
he,
not
like,
happening. That's not
Yeah.
happening naturally.
You know, some people you
He
can't.
chose to get surgery done just so he could do that.
No, nothing like that. But you know how you
He
like,
was inspired by cartoons.
Yeah, exactly.
you can like raise one eyebrow really high like a rock, but you can't do it on the other side.
Yes.
Okay, fuck you. Sorry, you can do it.
2 W's today. I'll take it.
Just keeps beating me at these things. But this is one of those things, like it's a muscle that some people can control and other can't. Some
Right,
people can
okay.
actually
Yeah,
open up their ear passages.
Yeah, it's like
God bless
like
him.
those guys that can you kind of drink without swallowing.
Yeah, I
Just
can do that.
pour it. Can you do
yeah,
that?
I can do that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so weird to watch.
So you would drown really easily.
No, I can control it, man. It's
Like if someone waterboarded you, you'd just die.
no.
he's drowning, just like up.
This guy's running out of water. Like this guy was thirsty. And just keep going. No, I can still block it like a normal. You guys are stupid. Shut up, both of you. Didn't make any sense.
Oh,
Didn't
that would
make
be really
any
funny.
sense
You
whatsoever.
can't get in the pool and just open.
Yeah. Pool starts
Close the-
draining. Yeah. Call in Syed. It's time to close the pool up for the winter.
Oh boy. All right. UFC 209. No, UFC 211.
11.
Yeah, we have
UFC 211.
to talk about it. We're like, let's get Shaz on this.
Yes.
Can you
yes,
pull
this
up?
is why
Can
we're
somebody
here.
pull up the card?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Can you
Yeah.
share that card while I talk to Shaz?
Okay.
How's it going, Shaz? How are you feeling?
My allergies are killing me. Sorry.
Man,
Hopefully
do you know
that
what
doesn't,
causes allergies? Okay, while he's looking this up, let me
okay.
tell you something.
Yeah.
So, I
I got some
invited.
stuff to talk about too.
Oh, nice. We're not like gonna just.
Talk about some allergies. stuff.
allergy podcast.
I actually recently met a guy who's colorblind,
Okay.
and I had really got into learning about what causes colorblindness, all that kind of stuff. And I almost clicked on what causes like seasonal allergies and stuff like that. Do you know what causes? There's like simple remedies for this kind of nonsense for allergies.
Probiotics.
Really?
You're 3 days in. Don't talk yet.
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it worked for me. I'm saying that's the reason why I'm taking it is as a result of the fact that
It's worked for somebody else.
it works for a lot of people. There's not only just like holistic doctors are saying so, but WebMD, regular medical sources are also like the actual placebo, double-blind placebo
I'm
research.
gonna have you like do your probiotics and then hug a cat and then talk to me, and then we'll see.
Well, we gotta wait for a little while. But essentially, what's happening is the probiotics helps seasonal allergies. It
How
reduces
so?
symptoms. All right. So the
And if not, then like if you don't know, then we could do it in a month.
no, all I know for now
Yeah.
is the fact that if you don't have a healthy gut bacteria,
Yeah.
you also because the gut bacteria
Gut
that you have in your
flora.
gut flora
Yeah,
exactly not only affects, and you know this, it doesn't only affect your gut, but it also affects the flora on your skin and all of your like mucosa lining.
Okay.
So all of your mucosa lining is affected. Its
Chocolate
health
milk is really bad for
is
that. by the way.
is affected by the health of your gut. So the healthier your gut is, the healthier not only your skin flora is. So that allows you to fight like ringworm and stuff like that. If you were to do
That's
UFC.
not an allergy, but yeah.
No, I
I see
understand
you.
that, but like it's like a foreign bacteria,
Yeah.
as well as like your mucosa lining. So
Mm-hmm.
what it does is that it regulates your immune system for it to not be super hyperactive. Because because allergies is essentially is a result of a hyperactive
Right.
immune system.
I saw a YouTube video on that.
where
part,
you know it'll see pollen and be like, get it.
yeah. Right.
It's always on a red line. So what regulating your gut bacteria so that it's healthy actually brings down the immune system's redlining. So it can easily it helps it identify what it actually needs to attack and what it doesn't. And the thing is that because the mucosa lining is also all up in your sinuses and stuff like that. So like the healthier your gut bacteria is, the healthier your mucosa lining is, which allows you for it to be, I guess, smarter or something like that. This part I'm gray on, but
You're gonna grow a tail.
yep.
That's what's gonna happen.
But it would seem that a lot of practitioners now, or even just regular doctors, are saying that you know, as part of your allergy medicine, taking care of your like probiotics is a good way to start.
How bad are your allergies?
It's normally not that bad.
Okay.
My allergies is runny nose, and it only happens during the span of morning up until noon.
How bad are your allergies?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Year round.
So I would like, instead of him, I feel like I'd love for you to try something like this and say like, all right, 1 month I did this and this is what effect
Yeah,
I had.
I was gonna say that I've tried pretty much everything, but I haven't tried probiotics.
Okay, now I'm just going to point out something, just throw it out there. even if you were to take probiotics, if your regular diet is that of like a lot of bread,
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
a lot of bread, a lot of sugar,
A lot of chocolate milk.
it's not going to do much of a
It
difference.
comes in with 10%
Because
chocolate milk.
probiotic will help bring it back up. But the thing is that sugar, essentially, like sugar is really, really bad for your gut.
Yeah, sugar is crazy.
So all of that.
Yeah, you see in kids why like we shouldn't have sugar. Like I'll give my
man.
kids are 6 and 3. You give them a popsicle and it's like dilated pupils and it's just madness.
Yeah.
They're like adult Coke fiends. It's crazy.
It's the gateway drug.
Yeah, popsicles. Yeah,
Really?
That popsicle Pete was not. Yeah,
Popsicles.
popsicle Pete.
Yo, freezies. Well, I grew up in Houston, but freezies were like currency. You could make people do things for. You're like, hey, mow my lawn. Got a red one for you.
Nice. Red wasn't. It was the white one. The white one was good.
People, you know what? South is different.
Really, red was the go-to.
Red, blue were the go-to for men,
Blue. That
and then
makes
girls. If you want to be nice, you can go
hey,
them
oh.
other colors and stuff.
You remember those giant ass freezies? They were so wide they'd slice open
Yep.
like the.
Yeah. What about those big ass jawbreakers that you can't even fit in your friggin' mouth?
Yeah. Oh, I'd eat those for days.
That was hoe training.
Well, what was that? Well, yeah, sure. For what? Wait, training for her to be disappointed? Like, what are you even talking about? Nothing is that big.
Oh, that's
Nothing
hilarious.
needs to be. That's not fitting anywhere. It goes, I don't know. It just is.
That's what it is. All right, 209. 211.
211, yeah.
Jeez, why do I keep on saying 211? All right, we're gonna start backwards.
How far back though?
No, we don't have to go. We don't have to go that far.
This
back.
is like this
No,
is
no,
the
no.
card of the year. If it's
All right, let's go with the most interesting one that's coming up. Would be Eddie Alvarez, Dustin Poirier.
that's not even on the main card, is
What's
it?
what's
That's
before-
like that's
What's the one
prelim.
before that?
Back one, forward one. Sergio Pettis and
Yeah.
Henry,
And Henry
something or
Cejudo.
other.
That's
Cejudo.
okay.
Cejudo.
What's the one before that? I'm trying to actually get to the worst fight. 'cause
Okay,
we can then start.
okay. Chas Skelly and Jason Knight.
Perfect. Not talking about that
No,
shit.
that's not a bad
There you
fight.
go.
So we said
David
Sergio.
Branch is probably before that. David Branch is
David
before
Branch
that
can
one.
fight.
David Branch and
Jutko or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
What do you know about that guy? Do you know anything
David
about
Branch?
this guy?
Well, he
I
was
know
in-
Branch.
Yeah, he was in the UFC. He went to WSOF, I think.
Yeah.
Started dominating. Now it's his comeback. I
He
don't
almost won 2 titles
Yep.
there, from what I understand.
know. Yeah, I
That
can't remember
looks
if
like
he
an
did.
old man.
He is.
David Branch looks like an old man.
Yo, man, you get hit in the face for 5 years out of your life. I think it adds something. You're lumpy.
For sure.
You got like just your skin's not the same.
Yeah.
People hit you. It's rude.
All right, you want to say anything about? Sorry,
I think
go ahead.
Cejudo and Pettis
Yeah, there we go.
might be interesting.
I think I got Cejudo in that fight. I think
I've not seen Cejudo fight, so I
You
wouldn't.
saw him fight Demetrius Johnson, I bet.
Oh man.
He
Demetrius
looks like a
Johnson.
mini Frank Shamrock slash.
He was a silver medalist in the Olympics.
Yeah.
He's a very high level Olympic
Okay.
wrestler who transitioned but hasn't had great results. You'd think he was a world beater at one point.
Yeah.
He had a few fights and he just looked okay.
He was undefeated until I think
Yeah, but
Demetrius,
it's just,
right? Or
it's
something?
just like basic fights.
yeah,
right.
okay.
Let's put a pin in this right now.
Sorry.
Okay.
Pivot off of 211. Go to Demetrius Johnson's last fight. How awesome was that?
Wilson Reyes, yeah.
Holy shit, that was fun to watch.
He's the goat, man.
He-
Like,
he-
it's-
he
it's
really
tough-
is.
It's tough to say anything other than that.
It's hard to submit Wilson Reyes. I've been watching Wilson Reyes for about 6-7 years
Yeah.
in just pure jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Yeah.
And he submitted him.
He submitted.
And Wilson Reyes afterwards said, I much rather would have been knocked out.
Yeah.
Much rather.
yeah, how much must that hurt your pride? Yeah, I get that.
Oh, man.
Demetrius Johnson. Freaking that fight was just perfect.
He
Yeah.
wasn't even in trouble.
No, he exactly. He just looked like he was just, well, I'm going to do this now.
Yeah.
And then after, when I decide to stop doing this, I will now do this.
He does
he
whatever he wants.
everything
Yeah,
in
yeah.
control.
And well, I mean, we'll get to, I'm sure, a breakdown later on, but a lot of the fighters we're going to talk about, they've kind of reached their Jonas Valanciunas.
Right. Okay.
He keeps getting better.
Yeah.
I swear he looks better every single fight I see him.
And so now he's tied for the most belt defenses, right? He needs to go one more before he breaks that title. I mean,
Right.
that record.
Nobody cares.
That's
About
what I'm
the-
so sad about, though. They have to care.
He's too small.
People care about how much a movie does in the box office. Like
Kinda.
it's like irrelevant. This is so cool. This
Yeah.
guy's defended it so many times. This is what like the most hardcore UFC fans want to see. They want to see a
small.
guy that holds a freaking belt, and then there's a lineup
too
of
small.
killers. You keep saying it.
I want you to keep saying what you're saying, and every now and then.
There's a lineup of killers just waiting for you. Like
tiny.
they even started when they started fighting. They were saying that guy.
He
I'm gonna
lived in
beat
your
that
mom's
guy.
purse.
And then he's going through the line. People
true.
doing it. Plus, on top of which, his like celebration arm thing.
Alice followed him into a rabbit hole.
Right? He just like this and he flips it over.
that thing.
What is that also?
I don't know. I've never seen that before.
But he's 5'0"
and
he's adorable.
Yeah, and he's a gamer, and he's a man.
He was sponsored by Xbox, right?
Yeah,
He was, and he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, cares about his family, does everything right. Yeah, we've lost some audio over there.
In my right headphone.
Oh, okay, it's fine. All right, cool. Keep
Yeah.
But like, I wish the guy all the best in the world, but he's just too small to care. I love watching him, but he's never gonna be.
Do you think
People don't know his name, man?
Do you think it's because of UFC not pushing that forward? They could do marketing campaigns around him. If they did it for Ronda, which is freaking now in hindsight absolutely stupid.
No,
right?
that was great for them.
For business wise, but like
That's
the
the
fact
way
that
you
she only
gotta look
lacked
at
like
it.
12 seconds in the ring,
Right.
just getting hit in the face. Anyway,
Nobody wants to pay to watch little tiny men fight each other.
yeah, but they could sell it a different way. Well, is it just the size thing?
It's just the size thing.
because it's dynamic, it's quick,
Yeah.
it's really entertaining.
And he's not a talker.
You think that's also
He's not. He's not a talker.
Yeah.
He started to a little bit, but
It's still very like,
it's still very like, I'm gonna hurt you.
if you're gonna be
That's
small,
like where it's gone to,
if
yeah.
you're small and you're gonna talk, you gotta talk like BJ Penn. Like
Yeah.
you gotta really go at it, but you
BJ
can't be
Penn-
small and not be a talker.
Is he
and
saying that he's
expect
going to
sell
eat his
it.
family?
Yeah,
He licks his gloves all the time with someone else's blood on it.
yeah.
That was gross.
He does it all the
That was
time, though.
disgusting.
Yeah.
It's
That's
so
how you get AIDS.
nasty.
Yeah.
Is that?
I remember seeing that.
Not
after-
really, but you know.
I mean, like, if he flossed and then he licked the gloves, then you get AIDS.
The floss.
I think if he ate chewing tobacco,
Yeah.
then licked the gloves straight to the bloodstream,
Yes.
guaranteed.
He
AIDS.
kissed Matt Hughes after submitting. He just kissed him in the mouth.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's
and then
AIDS.
if he licked it, then you're married in like Fiji, I think.
All right. Getting back to the fight card. We skipped over Eddie Alvarez is fighting
Yeah, let's
Dustin
talk
Poirier.
about that.
After Eddie Alvarez just talked so much shit, went up against a King Connor, and it was just stunned the entire fight. You see it on his
So-
face. He's like, oh, this guy moved twice as fast as me.
So I don't think he talked the shit. It was more like a responsive, like
You have to say something.
You have to say something.
You gotta
Yeah.
say something.
And then me and Syed had a conversation about this afterwards. Eddie Alvarez is he's a good fighter. I've never been a fan of guys who experience those flash knockdowns.
Right.
Regardless, you know what? Yeah, he pops back up immediately,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd take Poirier in this fight just based solely on that.
I feel like Poirier's hungry, up and coming, and Alvarez is he looks great, but like I don't know. You can't if you aren't gonna show me consistency, I can't really pick you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think he's ever really been a consistent guy.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I kind of felt like he could have beat Connor. I felt that way, and then after that, I saw the ceiling, and I was like, I can't really.
I
bet
don't
on
think he
this
stood
guy.
a chance
Freaking
against Connor.
Connor.
He has like 5 kids, 5 boys at that.
Yeah.
So he's I hope he
The problem is
wins.
with these guys
No,
that
no.
leave the UFC and dominate, come
Yeah.
back, like it's just such a misconstrued view of look. You
true.
know what I mean? Like hyping them up because
Because they fight people they can beat.
Exactly.
They go out, and they beat a bunch of guys, look like amazing world beaters, and they come back and
Yep.
And they got
Dustin Poirier beat
those
you.
Mexican supplements outside.
Yeah.
yeah, it's true, man.
No one is as regulated as UFC, so you're
No.
gonna
Now
come
anyways,
in. Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
even now.
become nerfed.
'Cause,
You
like-
come in literally to take your DP and bring it down.
Because Bellator or Glory or whoever, they don't have the same. They don't have a Nowitzki checking everybody's piss and everything.
Right.
Like they have the most advanced. I guess it's good overall. I liked it when they were all doing steroids.
Next fight, this is my favorite fight,
Okay.
just because of Yair Rodriguez
Yeah.
fighting
Oh,
against Frankie
man.
Edgar.
So this
Get
is what I'm
the
thinking.
Frick out of here!
I think
Yeah,
Eddie wins this.
What?
I think Frankie Edgar wins this.
Okay,
Sorry.
you go,
Yeah.
go ahead. What do you think?
I think you might be right.
Why?
Here's the thing. I love Yair, but when he's not doing his thing, which is destroying mans with his legs, he doesn't look that good.
He doesn't. But when he
Does
looks
that make
good,
sense?
he looks
Like,
amazing. He looks
exactly.
like a superhero when he looks good.
Exactly. But if you have a guy who's really good at one thing
Yeah.
and he's doing that one thing, he's going to be your hero regardless.
True.
But as soon as he's outside of his element,
Yeah,
and
as soon
then
as
he
you
starts
don't let
looking
him
like a
do-
normal human being.
Mm-hmm.
So who was it that he fought?
He beat the shit out of BJ.
No, he beat the shit out of BJ. That was.
Can you check who else he?
That's
Yeah, I
upsetting.
got you.
Not
He's
Chaz.
11-1, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyways, he fought somebody fairly recently, and he ended up winning, but he could have lost that fight, and because the guy held him down. Mm-hmm. And Frankie's a dope wrestler.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Morales, Leonardo Morales, Charles Rosa, Dan Hooker.
Charles Rosa. It was Rosa.
Okay, then Andre Fili, Alex Carceres?
Yeah, Bruce Leroy.
Carceres. Okay. And then
Andre
BJ Penn.
Feely was when I started paying attention to this guy because I like Andre Feely a lot.
Yeah, that nickname, Touchy Feely. That's
Yo,
funny. Come on.
He got performance of the night. And then, wait, dude, he's got, out of these 5 fights, he's got fight of the night or performance of the night for 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is a huge step up for him, though. Like, all those people are
Yeah, they're small people.
adolescent
You're right.
in terms of their development compared to... And
Frankie
BJ
Edgar's
was
25,
2-4.
though.
Yeah, and Frankie can still fight, man.
Yeah.
He fought well against Jose Aldo. Even when he's losing, he's fighting well.
He's a lot smaller than Yair, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably.
Because those kicks, when they're landing to...
Yair is actually tall as heck.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
71 Yair, 66 Frankie.
That's reach?
That sounds like
Height.
reach.
That sounds like height.
Really?
No, that sounds like reach.
It said height. Height 66
71
inches.
is my reach.
Okay, so then,
okay.
then therefore it is reach.
Therefore, I should be in the UFC.
Yep.
Fighting Frankie Edgar.
45 pounds.
I'm taking
145.
Frankie, man. I think he's gonna keep him off his feet with the wrestling, and I think more than anything, he's gonna control the pace. He's gonna keep coming forward.
But
and
Eddie,
Yair,
sorry, Eddie, you got me saying it now. But Frankie also experiences those flash knockdowns.
no, he doesn't. Shut up.
Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry to tell you.
So you're saying, what you said, it was interesting, the fact that, if Yair's doing what he's doing, he's going to look great.
Yeah.
It's true, because we did see what happened to Jacare in the last fight. Holy crap. Because I was expecting Jacare just to eat the person.
Yeah, that
Right,
was surprising when that didn't happen.
When that didn't happen, what are you, he was getting hit in the head consistently. Also, the guy who was fighting was really good. But at that point, it turned his head was just target practice.
I was just
3 kicks to the head.
I was wondering what was wrong with Jacare.
Yeah.
I was like, is there an injury or something?
Yeah.
Because for me, he's a top 3 fighter.
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
yeah.
division.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And there's the justification in waiting for a title shot. But
Yeah.
he's an OG, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyway, I'm still gonna pick Yair because
Hey, man.
just
You're picking a super young guy versus a guy who... I mean, this is a defining moment for both of those guys. Yair wins this.
I have a hunch, so I'm gonna go with Yair.
That's a
on that one.
pick'em fight.
If Yair wins this, that puts him right there into title contention.
top 5.
Because he beat one of the all-timers.
It would have to.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Frankie wins this, then he solidifies himself this kid can stay down there. I'm one of the people next in line. So it's a top contender fight.
I forgot this fight was on the card.
That's what I'm saying. This
Here we
is card
go.
of the year. This
Here
is
we
the-
go.
This
Here we
is
go.
the Kendrick Lamar album of UFC fights.
Jorge Masvidal versus the Constrictor Damian Maia.
Come on, man.
Oh, that's a great fight.
Yeah.
Get the frick out of here.
I'm still.
What happens? I don't even
Okay.
know.
I'm
This is like an
taking Maia.
animal fight. It's like leopard versus python fight.
Yeah. I'm taking Maya. I love Masvidal, but Maya, if he implements his game, he's the best in the world.
Yeah, man.
And think of the guys that he's beaten.
Yeah.
He's
fought everybody.
Mind you, it's 6 in a row now.
Yeah.
But even
24-6.
even a number of years ago, he beat John Fitch. Mm-hmm. And remember at that time,
Yep.
I remember John Fitch was the guy that just held you down for 3
yeah.
rounds, and
Nobody touched John Fitch.
you could not do anything to prevent that.
Yeah.
He beat him. He beat Rick Story when Rick Story was body headed dudes.
Yeah. That's the weird thing about the UFC. Now you can look at all those guys and talk about them in terms of damaged goods. But when Maya was fighting them, that was like, oh shit, he might be in trouble.
Yeah. So he was beating guys at the top of their game and also up and comers. Like when he beat Neil Magny, who I thought was going to be the next guy,
I agree.
and he dominated Magny.
Let me rattle off
Yeah.
some fights here. These are only his wins, okay? Carlos Condit, Matt Brown.
Say his losses too.
Okay.
Because this is the cool thing. He's
All right.
fought every friggin' buddy. And I know he's lost badly to some of them.
All right. Win against Carlos Condit, win against Matt Brown, win against Gunnar Nelson,
Those are all, that's very amazing.
Yes.
win against Neil Magny, win against Ryan LaFleur, win against Alexander Yakovlev,
Yep.
loss against Rory McDonald, don't remember that fight, loss against Jake Shield, win against John Fitch, win against Rick Story, win against Don Hyun Kim.
Yep.
Oh,
Stun
really?
gun.
Yeah, jeez. Okay. Loss against Chris Weidman, win against Jorge Santiago, loss against Mark Munoz, win
Mark
against
Munoz.
Kendall Grove, win against Mario Miranda, loss against Anderson Silva, win against Dan Miller, loss against Nate Marquette.
I think we
That
could
was
stop
bad.
there.
Yeah, that was
I think we could stop there.
Yeah.
That was, but the who's who of who's this guy fought? He fought
Those are
friggin'
like these big guys.
Yeah, he's fine.
Anderson for the championship.
Yeah.
With
Now-
Anderson yelling curses words at him in
Yeah.
Portuguese the whole time.
But now
You
going to
rich boy.
Masvidal, Masvidal is just he's kind of like Diaz, just
yeah.
just the thug, but he's so good when he performs. He just beat Cerrone. Donald Cerrone.
That was
That's no
surprising.
joke.
Yeah.
That's no joke.
I didn't think I thought Cerrone was gonna win.
But I think Maya's been working on his boxing. Yeah, okay, it's not
He
by any
shouldn't
means.
try.
Yeah, but
you got to do
gotta
something, right?
You got to offer something in that
It's
aspect.
true,
stand
but
up.
you just got to take the guy down. Like I just get so I feel dead inside when I see Gabriel Gonzaga plodding towards somebody, pawing at them. When you know that, like, all right, it should be paw and then close and then take down.
Not
Yeah,
even
okay.
paw. It should be like head movement. Avoid
Yeah.
that shot back and then go for the takedown. You know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of people, like a boxing instructor gets a hold of them and fills them up in terms of this is what you can do.
Right, right.
Yeah,
And I just hope
yeah.
this just like you gotta believe in what you got you there. You know, that's why I
Yeah.
like Frank Mir. You know, I know he started boxing too much at the end, but at one point that was his whole thing was like box a little bit and then just take your arm home with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan says, what's his name? Damian Maya is just a guy standing in the shadows, just constricting, just waiting,
Yeah.
just waiting
Just
for the
waiting
next
to-
person to kill.
Who do you guys got in that fight?
Maya.
Maya?
Yeah, it's simple. Maya, if he takes him down, Maya wins.
Yeah,
if
if
it doesn't,
they
it's a
stand.
long, painful death for Maya. Like
Death
death
by
by
a
a
thousand
thousand
cuts.
cuts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
got
how
you.
Diaz brother gets you.
Jorge.
You're taking Jorge?
No.
You're taking Maya too?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I just want Maya to win. But then
Jorge?
again, they're both. Oh, Jorge is great too. Also, the thing is that Jorge doesn't like. He tries to come across as being like this, like thug, whatever.
No.
But he doesn't.
Jorge Masvidal
Yeah.
is in the Kimbo Slice backyard fights.
Oh, really?
That's where Jorge started, is backyard videos fighting. He's from the streets, yo. When
Yeah,
you-
oh, that's not fake. You were gonna say that was fake?
No, I was just saying that it's played up. Like he's not.
Nope.
He's not like a Nate.
No.
No,
really, eh?
Yeah, he's
No.
that guy.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
He goes to
100%.
strip clubs after fights. He doesn't go to after party. He goes to strip club.
Like that.
He's about that life.
Okay.
He's got game bread tattooed on his
It
neck.
would be nice to see Maya get a title shot too. After
Yeah.
this, hopefully.
After so long.
All right, here's another great fight. Jessica Andrade
Oh my god.
against Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Yay, man. This is a great fight.
Also, you peep my my name pronunciation game.
It's impressive.
It's very good.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, your
Okay, so-
stomach.
yeah. Okay.
I don't even have to say.
Polish
Joanna.
women are the best.
Yeah?
They're so scary.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but I can't say it that easily.
Okay.
Andrade is a
she's nasty.
Is a dynamo.
Yeah.
She's a little like hurricane, and Joanna hasn't
We'll
looked
stab
as.
you.
But tell me if you okay. But do you
fucking
disagree that
crazy.
she hasn't looked as good in her last few
It's true.
fights?
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
She came out just guns blazing. She's still undefeated. I get that.
Yeah.
But I think against Letourneau, against the other Polish girl, Marie
V something? Or okay, I know what you're
whatever her name
Shevchenko.
was. Yeah,
But she was
not Shevchenko.
But she was fighting when she was fighting that girl. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
right. That girl had no quit in her.
Yeah.
stood
She
up.
was the female
kept
Korean
walking.
zombie. Yeah.
kept walking.
Yeah.
and you had to respect. Did you watch that fight?
Maybe.
Anyways, she didn't look as good in her last, I'd say, 3 fights.
Fair enough.
And Andrade is coming in at the perfect time.
Okay.
But you know what I will say about Joanna? She reminds me of Martin Kampman.
Okay.
Do you remember Martin Kampman?
I know all about Martin Kampman.
I loved Martin Kampman. And when he would throw,
Yeah.
he's always touching you.
Yeah, that's true. Martin Kampman's your stomach is.
I don't know what's going on. I got
don't
cookies.
know. You got
Don't worry about
allergies,
it. Yeah.
chocolate
I
milk,
know,
and a stomach
my
issue.
life sucks.
Martin Kampman was. I don't know if you ever saw him fight Drew McFedries.
Yeah.
He was Robbie Lawler's sparring partner and also like
Matt Hughes as well, yeah.
Yeah, and this kid was just getting lit up, and Martin Kampman was just getting beat the shit out of, and he pulled out I think a guillotine out of nowhere or a rear naked. Martin Kampman's a gamer, and
I loved Kampman,
I
yeah.
feel like I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of respect for Polish female fighters specifically.
Yeah.
I feel like their kickboxing is way higher than the rest of any of the other countries. They just have a lot of good kickboxing there, and they're hard as fucking nails.
Yeah.
And you
They're
can't.
punching trees and shit. Have you seen videos?
Yeah.
Just
You know
taking
what?
bark off
Right
trees.
before this, we were talking about you can't really teach somebody to be funny. You
Okay.
can't just make somebody do stand up. Even if they do it for a year, if they don't have a good sense of humor, they can't. I feel like toughness, just being made of a different kind of material where you're like
genetic,
tattooed, you're mean as shit, you get hit in the face, you like it. I think that's not something you can always learn. And I know you can compensate by being a guy like GSP.
Right,
But like
right.
some people are just built differently.
Yeah.
Where like that stuff doesn't bother them.
Not only that, but when GSP gets hit in the head,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like GSP got hit in the head. When one of the Nate brothers get hit in the head, it's
Mm-hmm.
different. They like you said, they look like they like it. They're like, they get hit in the head, 2 middle fingers come out. Like it could be a really hard shot.
For some people, that's what wakes them up.
You can eat a cookie?
I'm not gonna like make noise in the mic.
How are you not gonna eat a?
It's that or you're dealing with.
All right, take a bite.
Nah, just continue.
You pulled out the cookie on the side of his hand.
Is that a?
You just pulled out a cookie.
What
I
is he
was
doing?
gonna offer it to you.
No,
I wasn't.
fine. It's okay.
Is that a podcast? No.
I don't know.
They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear you.
The chewing
They
sound.
won't. They won't.
All right,
All
cool.
right, cool.
This guy's gonna be a silent
Yeah,
chewer.
you got another like alien head inside of your neck that'll do the chewing.
All right, so who you picking?
I'm gonna take the Polish lady.
Okay, so you're taking Joanna.
Yeah, Yolana.
You
Yeah.
too as well, right?
Yeah, I think
Me
so.
too. Me too. You see what she writes? She writes on her water bottles.
No.
No.
Freaking crazy! Like throughout the training camp,
Yeah.
on her smart water bottle, whatever.
Yeah.
They write like motivational messages, but the motivational messages is like, I will not end my undisputed title tear, and I will kill this girl. Like it's that type of thing. It's like
Gladiator
motivation. Like
stuff.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
What you gotta do, man. That goes in eternity.
And then finally, we get the main
The
fight:
last fight. Main fight.
Stipe Miocic versus Junior Dos Santos.
I'm less excited about this than some of the other fights.
Yeah, me
for,
too.
For a reason.
Me too.
But do you see that this card?
It's fucking awesome though.
Every fight could have been at
yeah.
least headline a fight night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hands
Hands
down.
down.
Yeah. The Eddie fight. Sorry. The Eddie fight.
Yeah.
All the way down to there, man. That's ridiculous.
Freeland, man, come on.
So I rewatched the first Stipe versus
I wanted to do
Dos
that.
Santos fight.
Yeah.
So they go to distance,
Yep.
and holy crap! Also, when you're fighting Junior Dos Santos, it means that you need to be able to continuously fight throughout the entire, all the way up until like the 5th round, where his cardio is very, very damn good.
Yep.
Thing is that Stipe holds up. Stipe carries himself all the way to the fifth round. In fact, in the last 30 seconds, Stipe's throwing bones a lot more than Junior.
Stipe doesn't get tired in that fight?
He gets tired in 4th round, but somehow in 5th he pulls it out, and he was putting some heavy pressure at the last 30 seconds. It looked like it could have gone his way.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't the 4th, maybe it was the 3rd round. Didn't he get knocked down?
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot 3rd or 4th, but
Okay.
see, the thing is that Stipe, I don't know, I just feel like since that fight, Stipe has more room for him to grow than Junior does.
Okay. I agree with the more room to grow.
Yeah.
I don't think he has grown.
Okay.
I think Stipe is the exact same fighter from that fight that he is until now.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do you fight?
I don't
last?
think-
he fought
Alistair
Alistair
Overeem.
Overeem.
right.
Who, I mean,
I tapped. I bet you.
yeah, that, Joe Rogan did a thing after that about how, I'll never interview a fighter after a fight because of how rattled they can be.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think Alistair was just being a dick. Do you know what I mean? Like he's just like saying like I tapped the guy out, and he genuinely believed it, not based on any concussion, but he's just like, yeah, that's my chance of saying that. I got screwed out of this
It
fight.
was funny though, because normally, look, I was just picturing myself in the octagon for some reason, being in Joe Rogan's shoes,
I do that
right?
all the time.
So, and so, dude says that he tapped, and we're like, we'll look at the review, and we definitely will let you know. Joe Rogan's like, well, let's look on the screen
here.
over here.
Yeah, you
right?
lost? Let me make you a
see it?
liar.
you don't see it.
already a loser.
He's like, oh, we don't see it there. I thought when they didn't see it the first replay, they were gonna just be
Yeah.
like, all right, that's it. Let's go to the next fight. Nuh-uh. Joe Rogan's like, let's see this other angle. Let's see this other angle. And then, well, it looks like you didn't tap.
Yeah.
You're right beside this guy.
You gotta do it though. You have to.
You have to. Yeah.
Or
No, I
else,
agree.
it just increases speculation of whatever. But it was still funny.
Yeah, it was
It's like,
hilarious.
see, you're wrong. All right, 300-pound man.
right?
Okay.
All right, 300. No, but then he still said, he's like, well, no, I felt him tap. Right? I don't think he
I don't
even...
know. I think he was eventually he was fine with it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd have to remember.
They made him look at it like twice, man.
Yeah, but so the point I wanted to make was since
go ahead.
that fight, since the first JDS fight, I don't think Miocic has improved. Great stand-up, great wrestling,
Yeah.
great cardio. The cardio, I feel like applies to almost the same thing as like the Yair Rodriguez principle, which is now, that's what it's called.
Yeah, great.
When you're doing something that you're good at,
I like it,
you
I like
look
it.
great, and it doesn't. I'll add on that it doesn't affect your cardio as much as it would. Where if you're not fighting your fight,
Yeah.
you get drained a lot faster.
Yep. I agree.
So in that JDS fight, I don't know why I remember him getting tired because I felt like JDS was working him.
Yes,
But
he was.
he looks great against, Overeem. Who did he win the title off of? Verdum, right?
Yeah, but
because he
here's
was implementing his plan.
It's not only that, and that's actually a very important point. His last 3 fights are all over within Andrei Arlovski, 54 seconds. Fabricio Verdum's 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Alistair Overeem, 4 minutes and 27 seconds.
Yep.
This is not a cardio machine, from what I can tell. I'm not holding those things against him, but the last time he went to decision, he lost, which was against Junior Dos Santos.
That's the last person he lost to, right?
That's the last person he lost to. But since then, he's beaten Mark Hunt, Andrei Arlovski, Fabricio Verdum, Alistair Overeem. Also, heavyweights old as balls. These are all old people. Mark Hunt, dude.
How old is Dos Anjos?
How old is Dos Anjos?
Oh, Dos Santos. He's 30.
I want to say 34, 35.
Really?
Looks
I feel
40.
like-
He looks old as frick.
All that getting punched in the head business again.
He just had a
Lord.
baby too. That adds 4 years. I can
Did
tell
he
you that
have
from
the baby with his
experience.
head? Because it looks bloated.
Yeah, I feel old as shit.
Apparently he's a gent.
No,
So,
he's 33, dude.
33. Yeah.
Younger than me, yo.
So everything that Stipe is good at, I feel like, is either nullified by JDS or he's better at. So the boxing, I think JDS's hands are faster.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's more accurate.
Yeah.
Miocic's wrestling. I mean, JDS doesn't really get taken down
Kane was
Kane did it, but he popped back
wasn't-
up right away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then the cardio thing, I don't think JDS's cardio is bad. So where does Stipe beat him? Obviously, they're heavyweight. Their fists weigh 60 pounds. So
Right.
there's that punch that can end the fight at any time with heavyweight. I don't like that this heavyweight title is like the most prestigious thing in the.
It's not anymore.
But it is though.
No, it's not.
You know what? I bet you more people would pay to watch Stipe than they would Demetrius, which really bothers me.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
But you normally want to go with the division with the most stars.
So that's the middle.
That's the middle.
That's
Very
the middle
good.
right now,
That's
yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
That's the middle, and especially with GSP going in there, it's
Yeah.
hands down. It's not even a question. There was a time where heavyweight did have a little bit more lure, but man, Randy Couture was in there, Crow Cop in there, Nogueira was in there, Frank Mir was in there. All these, killers were in there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you who are the last few people Junior Dos Santos has beaten, and it becomes like a repeat show, where last it was Ben Rothwell, Alistair, Stipe, Kane, Mark Hunt, Kane, Frank Mir, Kane, Shane Carwin.
Shit, he fought Kane 3 times.
Yeah. So
Oh, Carwin.
this is a lot of there's not a lot of new meat. And this dude hasn't fought since last. Actually, he only fights once a year.
Well, he's coming off another injury layoff, right? So
Dude, he fought once in 2016, Rothwell, once in 15, Alistair, once in 14, Stipe, once in 13, Kane.
damn.
Yeah.
Got, multiple revenue streams.
I hope so. Because he was a dishwasher.
Yeah, his story is kind of crazy.
Yeah, he was a
What?
dishwasher, and then he went in and started training at Nova União. You should have seen his wife, ugly as heck, divorced her immediately after getting some money. She looked like a man. And Verdun was joking about him being gay.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he was
yeah.
just, yeah.
I remember that.
He said it like, you know what's true. He wouldn't even, he just pointed at it. And I was like, did he marry this ugly woman just to like pretend that he's not gay?
Who cares, really?
I care a little bit.
Do you really?
A little bit.
Why? Because
Because it's super interesting if you
Yeah.
pretended to, be straight and married an ugly woman.
But does he have a girlfriend right now?
I don't
He
know.
just had a baby with some girl. I don't
All
know
right,
if
so
it's his
he's not
wife or
gay.
whatever.
I don't know what Doom was talking about, but
A gay guy
it's
could still
definitely
have a-
interesting.
Yeah, no, I guess.
If somebody was pretending and then had kids with,
Yeah, that aspect would be, I guess. a bit
I wouldn't be
interesting.
surprised either way. That's why I said, this isn't necessarily my main event because it's not the most interesting fight, but I would like to see Chaz go.
Yeah, who
I'll-
you thinking?
That's tough, man. I think I'll take JDS, based on me just tearing apart Stipe. But I really like Stipe. I really like his voice, even though it sounds like he was like mouth raped by barbed wire. But he's just like he just seems like a cool guy. And there's all these things about this is a big revenge fight. He's gonna get up for it, and blah blah blah. But last fight against Overeem, he was in his home state.
It's true, Cleveland.
And he still got knocked. He got knocked out, right? And then popped
Yeah.
back up.
That was impressive.
Flash knockdowns, man. I'm telling you.
You know what? I think I'm going to have to take Stipe just because I feel like he is trending upwards.
Yeah.
And if anything, Dos Santos is there's probably a lot of self-doubt. Last time he fought was April of last year,
Okay.
and before, it's literally 1 year apart. So I don't know, man.
Stipe.
Ring rust is a real thing. Stipe. All right, you're going to take
Just
the
like
younger
that.
guy.
Quick like that, eh?
Quick like that.
Where is this
going-
card?
Dallas, I feel like.
Oh, shit. That's a big stadium. That's why the card is like this, by the way.
Stacked.
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
huge stadium. It's
is
possibly
fun.
the biggest. Might break their Montreal record at the Bell Center.
Right. What can Dallas do? 80,000?
I think it's 70 or 80.
I'm busy looking at
Instagram for people?
no, his girlfriend.
Okay.
Oh, he got married.
What is maximum capacity at stadium at Dallas? Soldier
Dallas
Field?
Cowboys. Yeah, she does not look like a man.
No, she looks like a woman. Soldier Field, 61,000 for a football game.
What? That's low.
Yeah, but then again, you got to remember that's a football game.
So much extra space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you put a ring in there, like a boxing or otherwise, it's a different capacity.
fair enough.
So it probably gets around 68 to 70, I'm assuming.
All right.
And it's a good fight city. I mean, Texas as a state is very big on fighting. So
Yeah, just in general, I feel like, yeah.
They all fight.
Mexicans love fighting, white people love fighting, black people love fighting, everybody loves fighting.
Yeah. There's something primal about it.
Yes,
Inside all of us, I believe.
it's true.
I've had friends over sometimes, and they'll bring their significant others, and actually,
And you
it's
put
not
on
related
fighting?
to. I do put on fighting. I love the sport,
Mm-hmm.
but
You
it bothers
don't
me
even-
when they're just like.
This is interesting.
It bothers me when they're just like. It makes me sound like I'm just talking about girls, but they're just like, ew.
yeah,
Like, why are you watching this? Like, they're almost shook,
yeah, I've seen that too.
and it really weirds me out.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
What I like is that he doesn't read the room. Hey,
Never.
come over for iftar.
No.
By the way, there's a good card on. We're watching.
Yeah.
Do you like engage in these conversations?
Yeah.
Okay, it's just
Yeah,
it's a
I
natural
try to get
expression,
to the
they're
bottom
trained.
of it, but I find that a lot of times when I try to figure stuff out, the answer is just always like, well, that's just how it is, or that's just how I
hate
feel.
that.
I can't stand it.
I hate it when people are like, I can't explain it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, then you're not an adult.
Yeah.
Like, you should go sit in a corner.
Yeah. yeah.
If you can't explain something simple,
Yeah. Kids table.
yeah, sometimes. Not all the time. Some things I understand are that way, but other things I'm like, if you have a strong opinion on something,
Yeah.
You should have a reason.
yeah, some sort of reason.
Yeah. A lot of people I find are just whatever you've been. Well, that could be a conversation for another podcast because I feel that way about a lot of things like
Like what?
religion and stuff. But I feel that whatever you've been told coming up is just what you believe, and that's all it is.
You can do that, but you can still like completely massage through why you believe in
But
that.
people don't.
yeah, that's
People
the
don't.
frustrating
They
part.
accept things. Is carte blanche the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, they accept things
Wholesale.
like that,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's how they live their life, and it drives me nuts.
And that's all they need to know.
yeah, that's all they're comfortable with.
Yeah, that's all they're comfortable. It makes them uncomfortable just trying to even explore
But to
something
learn,
different.
like that's
Yeah.
what's
Yeah, but
I'm
I think
yelling.
it's just the thing that they don't want to go through the path of giving you an explanation, right? So like they just never went past 4 layers. They just went, I don't like it, and then that's the only thing that they're offering you because they really don't want to talk to you, bro.
it's also things like, okay, is there an actual fear that okay, you find out something else, and then it's my 37 years of what I was raised with.
I'm going to
I
a Wing
was
Chun
wrong?
class right after this, man. You know?
Yeah,
After
yeah.
watching a video.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree with you. I have this conversation around a lot of different
Me too.
situations,
Yeah,
substances and whatnot.
yeah.
So yeah, I just hate it when people have a strong opinion and they can't back it up.
I don't. Yeah, I can't back it up.
And
is
if
the
you
key.
can't back it up, then you shouldn't impose that upon me in
Yep.
terms of like I understand you're allergic to something, but if something like, oh, can we not have I had one person, okay, it was my sister. We were watching a bird documentary. It was freaking her out. She's afraid of birds. So she was like, can we not watch this? And I don't know what we were watching, but I was really into it. And I was like, I understand. It's a phobia from childhood. But when a grown person does it around like something just like fighting, it's like,
Right.
let me just show you something. And they're like, now I'm mad at you.
Yeah, phobias are different though.
Yeah.
I guess I see because I had a huge thing with snakes.
Oh, my wife
before my daughter was born.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't even watch them on TV.
Yeah.
Like the worst
Oh, yeah.
movie in the history of the world, I was terrified of Anaconda.
Anaconda.
Yeah, I was terrified.
When
of.
Indiana Jones fell into the pit, you're
Oh,
like,
don't even talk to me. Like, don't even. Yeah, it was. I would like leave the room
Yeah.
if someone would. I had asshole buddies that would surprise me with a page of a book, and it would be like
wow.
a picture of a snake, and then I have to fight you. Like
Yeah.
it always ended badly.
So
And I
my-
looked into getting therapy for it. Like it was that bad.
So Farah's afraid of snakes. It's exactly the same.
Okay.
Where it's on TV, she leaves.
And that's something maybe she can't explain, which is okay.
Yeah, and then I try to make her see a hypnotist about it, but she wouldn't. You
Right.
know, it is what it is. With that said, like how much like the level of scaredness she gets, I'm like, yeah, you can't even work on this. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know how you're gonna work on this
Yep.
because it's just like
Wait, hold on a second. You said that it was before your daughter was born. Did you eventually work through it?
So that was the plan, because the whole thing, not to be the dad guy, but like the whole plan in my mind was that I have kids now.
Yeah.
I can't be a pussy. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
So I looked into all these things about there was this program I looked into where they'd educate you about the snakes, and then they'd introduce you to pictures, then video, then you get to a point where you're in a room with one, you hold a dead one, then you hold a live one.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all
Oh
these
my
stages.
God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I looked into that seriously.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. Sorry, I know you hate that.
That's okay.
When my daughter was born, gone.
See that?
Weird, right?
It's like
See that?
It's
That's
like
cool.
God's like, all right, enough being a pussy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
just
it's like a
you just
protective
click.
instinct. Maybe it's like
Yeah. Or now you just
I don't
That's
know.
really cool.
yeah, because like that's so side story about the protective instinct thing. The night my daughter was born,
Anacondas. No.
so she was in her basket. My wife was, obviously exhausted. Ziana was kind of crying, so I took her. You know those terrible, uncomfortable beds in the hospital? It's like
Yeah.
a chair that unfolds.
right.
So I was like, you know what? I'll put her beside me on the thing, kind of calm her down, and let Maria get some sleep. So I fall asleep. I have a nightmare about an avalanche, and I wake up on top of my daughter.
Oh,
You were the avalanche.
Not
You became the fear.
hold on.
Okay.
Not squishing her.
Okay.
I woke up because there was pain in my arms, and I was holding myself on top of her.
Oh wow.
Like,
Right.
so
Holy cat. So he
right.
was.
So I think maybe there's some kind of paternal instinct.
right.
Maybe just coincidence. Who knows?
Maybe you should be watching out, man. Don't be moving around when you're sleeping.
No, they're not allowed in the bed with me. anymore.
Okay.
So, my boss something happened to him that I thought was really interesting too. So he had just got a newborn, yeah, and so they were at home. So
Just
he's
got it.
He got. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like where'd he get him
got it
from? Vietnam.
from dealership, and then so he spent a lot of his days holding the baby while he's doing whatever. And one day, he woke up at night and he had to go to the washroom, but he was half asleep, and so he was walking towards the washroom, and then he lost footing. But in his brain, like, because he's been holding the baby for so often, he felt like he was holding the baby. So as he was tipping over,
Yeah.
he made the mental choice
Yeah.
to not put his hands out
Yeah.
to stop his fall. So he just kept his hands like this, and he teetered. And when he fell, he hit his head on the corner of a table and just opened up a gash on his forehead. And then when he now you're up, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, he didn't have the baby, but the reason why he didn't even bother doing it is because he thought he was protecting his own baby as he went down.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Freaking crazy.
My sister had a similar thing. So my sister has a crazy phobia of birds. So if you pretend to be a bird, she's like, stop it. Like, she gets actually mad. She's like, stop.
So what about guys that have like ticks?
He ticks?
Yeah, looks like a guy who's.
Yeah. Well, unless he's doing this also. It's so much. And then she tells me it's because when we were younger, we used to raise chickens and stuff, and a rooster got on top of me and was pecking my head. Which
Your head.
which
Not her
doesn't
head.
bother me at all. I was like, yeah, we had birds. We ate most of them
You
later.
love rooster now. Yeah, all of a sudden. Yeah.
But she has this, and we were at the zoo with her kids, Minna and Maz, who are like 6 and 9. And then all of a sudden, seagulls appeared. And my sister, now she's a mother and stuff, let go of the kids, drops the food, and runs away. And the
Ooh.
kids are like, "What's happening, mommy?"
So protective instinct is not a real
Nope.
thing. Yeah.
Apparently, it might just skip certain people.
That's fine, but that is a real thing. There's like a is that I don't know what it's called, but there's a term. It's phantom something, but it's either baby in your arms or like sometimes you feel like your phone vibrating in your pocket, but there's no phone there.
Yeah.
It's like it's a real condition.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Have you seen the condition where somebody who loses their arm,
But it feels itchy.
That feels itchy
Yes.
or it hurts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can sometimes get rid of it when they take their other arm, put it in a box that has a mirror, and the mirror reflects. There's a mirror here and a mirror here, and it shows them the symmetry.
Right.
And all of a sudden, when they do this, they can feel the phantom limb.
That is madness.
And then that's how they get rid of that phantom pain. It all of a sudden it feels like you're normal, and then you look away, and then you're set for the rest of your time. Because it is a mental thing. There's no nerve.
Oh, for sure.
So crazy.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
I'd like to do. Well, I wouldn't like to lose.
Power
my
of the
arm.
brain, man.
Power of the brain.
No, power of the brain. It's
Power of the brain.
Tis plastic.
I actually, I recently met somebody who was legally blind, and he was telling me that certain blind people dream about things they haven't seen, like horses and stuff.
blind
can
from
see
birth,
it.
eh?
Yeah, blind from birth, and they can draw it, and it looks the shape of a horse, and they never touched a horse.
But designed off what people tell them, I assume. I can't.
I
be just
assume
like,
I haven't.
because
Like,
I always wonder what babies dream about. Because like You've seen a baby sleeping and then they smile all of a sudden. It's like, what do you find so funny? You don't understand shit. You know what I mean? Is that, like that stuff
So
doesn't make sense.
judgmental.
Yeah.
He's just leaning on
Yeah.
his
You haven't
baby's
seen
crib.
shit.
He's
Yeah.
like, you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
You don't
Tell
know
me.
nothing.
Talk now.
You
I
haven't
need
seen the
words.
first 2 specials of
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
What do you know about the world? Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen the inside of a stomach. That's not smile worthy.
Did you guys? You must have talked about the Chappelle thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You can give us your.
No, I
opinion.
just thought it was amazing. I thought it was an instant classic. The first one was an
Okay.
instant classic.
Though,
Anyways,
what did you think about the second one?
I liked it. I like the
Yeah?
first one better, but I like the second one too.
Where would you rank it amongst Chappelle's work,
Ooh,
body of
good
work?
question.
Because there's Washington.
For what it's worth, is Washington?
Nope. Yes, it is. And then it's
Killing Them Softly.
Killing Them Softly is Washington. For What If versus San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
How are you not answering that quicker?
No, I think Age of Spin is up there.
Mm-hmm.
Deep in the Heart of Texas is probably actually no, it's got to be last
Okay.
for me. Yeah,
Interesting.
out of the 4.
Cool. I liked them. I've seen them both of the new ones 3 times. Not the biggest fan
Of either.
of either, but I enjoyed parts of both because they gave me what I thought I would be getting a lot more of. But I wasn't start to finish impressed that much by either set for some reason.
Did you have like laugh out loud moments though?
On the second one, yes.
Not the first
Not
one.
the first
The
one.
first one, maybe 2.
Interesting.
And I was like, I've seen them 3 times. I love Dave. I'll watch them probably this month. I'll watch them a couple of times.
Right.
But yeah, for me, the Washington and San Francisco.
Did you guys
ones
like
were-
the new Louis?
I love the
Yeah.
new Louis. I saw that one live though, so
Interesting.
It's good.
Oh, we got off topic. Sorry about that.
that's okay. No, nothing's
original
really
topic.
off topic.
yeah.
But with that said, yeah, no, I've gotten mixed reviews for the new Dave.
I honestly feel it's as a result of dated material. Once when we get the next one,
Yeah.
the next one is gonna be great.
Yeah, I had no idea it was dated. I read all the articles afterwards about how he just had them ready and handed them over to Netflix.
Yeah, it was. I went to see him.
Yeah.
Like
He saw that stuff.
yeah, I saw all of it.
I'm just glad. He
Oh,
came out
really?
with
Huh?
Stuff.
Maybe that's why you didn't feel as good about it.
For me, it was just more Dave. It wasn't the best Dave, but it was more Dave.
Was it
Okay.
this
And it-
good
but-
live or was it better
no,
live?
Better live.
It's always
better
Better
live,
Live, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was doing
think so?
Toronto type
I
jokes
saw-
and stuff like that.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Like like there was stuff there that was it's more intimate stuff.
I feel like
plus they
the-
had sorry, go on.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just saying like because he came out with like a couple of guys, and the couple of guys that were like opening up for him, they were actually really funny. And what he would do is that he had material that ties into their material. So that it kind of made it cool because then
course.
it was like 4 guys that went before him or 3 guys that went before him, and parts of his jokes line up with like the stories of the guys.
Callback.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Makes sense.
all that stuff made it extra special.
Yeah, that's cool. Too.
That was
I
fun
wonder
for
when
me.
the last one's supposed to come out.
August, I thought
Should
August, but I feel like there's a shelf life for because I wasn't a huge fan of the new Louis or the new Bill Burr. So I don't know. I just feel like there's a shelf life for these guys, and you just can't be.
I
can't
didn't
be
love
funny
the
forever.
last Bill Burr either.
Yeah,
me either.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan.
Walk yourself out.
Yeah,
You know what? It's unprecedented, and I don't think we realize it. Comics aren't supposed to be coming out with specials this quickly.
no.
So Jay Leno's been doing the same set his whole life. He doesn't
Seinfeld,
have
yeah, Seinfeld too.
Seinfeld does one every like 3 to 4 years.
I heard Seinfeld just kind of drops his last 10%. Did you guys ever see that HBO Talking Funny?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that he was saying that he takes his bit and then just drops the last 10% of it and adds something. But he's been doing the same bit for 20 years. Whereas Louis throws his whole show out every
Yeah.
year,
Yeah, but the
which
thing
is
is
crazy.
but now there's this whole like recalibration of your the cycle time because they were saying it was a hard 1 year and
Right.
like the big guys were doing it. Burr was doing it. Louis was definitely doing it. Frick, that guy was more prolific than most. And then now they're saying that they want to sit and let it simmer for a bit. They're all saying something along the lines of like, we're going to hold on to a joke for a little
Yeah.
while longer. There's also a lot of talk now about like taking a joke and then just running with it for years and years and years,
Yep.
just to see if you can find the more funny bits of it. So I don't know. I think it's going to be different. I think the next Bill Burr special comes out, it's going to be cooking for a little bit longer. Same thing with Louis.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be very different material. He's going to be talking about having a kid
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Oh, it's going to be funny.
Rock has one coming out too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got divorced.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
So
say,
he was
that's
telling
that's
Dave
a good 10
Chappelle.
minutes.
Yeah, I was listening to a podcast. He was telling Dave Chappelle, "My wife has more money from stand up than you do."
That's incredible.
Because David asked him like, "Where are you going back on tour?" He's like, "My wife has more money from comedy than you do.
That's
So yeah,
hilarious.
Chris Rock coming to Toronto, I think, in a few months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just announced yesterday.
All right. You want to go?
Yeah. What, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Depending on how much tickets are.
Yeah,
This guy's trying to make money back that he lost. He should have had a prenup. I'm not paying for that shit. It's going to be on as a special late. Here, listen, this is a weird thing. I'd rather not see you at the Air Canada Center. I'd rather see you on Netflix.
One or the other. Not both.
Yeah, I've seen Kevin Hart at the Air Canada Center.
was
Solid.
fun, though.
It was fun. Not as good as it is on TV. I saw Louis. I preferred seeing at Air Canada Center, but still, like, stadiums aren't how you take. I don't feel like I've ever had a great time when I go to a small club, and if even the guy's like a mid-level good stand-up, dude, you laugh, you cry, and it's like it's in your
it's
bones. You
different.
leave laughing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, like
It is
the-
it's I mean, like yawning. Like if you got a crowd full of people laughing,
Yep.
you're more inclined to laugh.
yeah. There's
I feel like
a dude controlling a room.
yeah.
And
yeah,
it's
different.
it's what he's doing and what the crowd is doing as well, and it's just different at the Air Canada Center once you've been ushered into this spot, and it's so big, and like a fight broke out at the Louis show when we were there. So like,
Really?
yeah,
Some dude just swearing at a girl behind him.
it's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
A fight broke out when you and I went and watched the UFC, the first one. A guy punched a guy in the face. You don't remember this?
No, I don't. I have a terrible memory.
Whatever, it's okay. But yeah, I'd rather watch them. I don't want to see Chris Rock for $180 in the Air Canada Center.
Do you think it's as a result of how far you're away from it? Do you feel like the first 5 rows of the Air Canada Center is getting the small crowd business,
Getting the
and
crowd work
everyone
treatment?
and everyone further back are just getting more and more
Possibly.
disconnected? Because
Maybe.
I went to see Bill Burr at the Queen Elizabeth Theater,
Yeah,
which is big
I've
but
been
not
there.
that big,
Right.
Right, but I was the second row.
Theaters are fine though.
Yeah,
Yeah, theaters are better than here. Best is a small room, like Absolute Comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you go to a theater, and then you get to a stadium.
Right.
And the worst is probably like outdoors or some shit.
did you see?
Second row though. I don't know if I could do that.
So good. Well,
Really?
but
I'm
first-
terrified of crowd work,
Two
though.
things: Bill Burr does not do crowd work.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so it was great. And number 2, I had gone to watch that with a hijabi,
Okay.
and only brown people in that crowd, and only hijabi. So
Really?
I don't think he's like that is it's a trap. He wouldn't be able to
I don't
crowd
know.
work either one of
Yeah,
us.
there's not
Interesting.
jokes there.
Yeah,
What do you
But-
guys feel about crowd work?
I like crowd work.
I don't
Yeah.
like it. I don't want to be part of it. I
Yeah.
came here to see you.
Wait,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that what we're talking about, or like, are we talking about is it lazy
person
for a
performing.
comic to do crowd work?
Both.
Okay, so I saw Kumail Nanjiani.
He's awesome.
Some crowd work amazing. Went on for a little bit too long.
Sorry. I got really
You can't
excited
get
about
that
something.
excited and expect me to continue my.
Your boy. Did you guys see the White House
Hassan Minhaj?
Correspondents'
Yeah.
dinner? He
Yeah,
slayed.
That was actually pretty damn funny.
Yeah, he was awesome.
That guy's he's our, I don't know what he is.
Hero?
but I don't
He's
know about
something.
that. He's not that funny. He's very funny, but he's not. I want to see this full body of work. He has a special coming on Netflix.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's holding up a torch. I like that guy. I like him
enough.
more than Aziz. I like him more than Kumail.
Fair enough. I'm a big fan of Kumail.
I love Kumail.
Yeah.
I saw Kumail and he was talking about being from Karachi and stuff, and it was, man,
Yeah,
Kumail is funny.
Yeah, he's really good.
The only time I don't like crowd work when I feel like somebody doesn't have material.
Yeah.
And now they're compensating by trying to make fun of people's names and stuff.
Yeah, I just feel like it's too you're taking a template of a joke and just applying it to, like there. Did you see? Don't if you haven't, but Todd Berry.
Yeah, I've seen Todd Berry. I haven't seen a special, the new one.
He has
though.
an only crowd work special, so he goes with no
Really?
material and just goes to I think it's 3 clubs and.
You ever
just
thought
works
about
the
doing
crowd.
any stand up?
I did it once.
Yeah?
I tried it out. It was one of the best experiences of my life.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
incredible. Yeah, I did. I ended up. I think we had to call Yuck Yucks and like do a voicemail for. It was like 30 seconds, and then if they liked it, they called you, and
You
they
do
went
an
out on
Indian
an open
accent?
mic. No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
I told 3 stories, and in the beginning of the night, I had nobody on my side. But it was a quick set. It couldn't have been more than a couple minutes. But then by the end of it, I had people like I remember seeing one girl like actually grabbing her stomach laughing, and it was the greatest feeling.
It feels like doing drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It honestly does. But I hate being judged.
Yeah.
So that's why I never did it again. It was one of those things I wanted to cross off a bucket list.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But imagine if you were like, Shaz the Dad Comedy Hour.
Yeah, no, I can't be that guy anymore.
I don't know. Maybe you can.
I think I'm more of a. And this sounds like I'm tooting my own horn. I'm more funny in like a kind of like with my friends and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I don't think I'm a stand-up
I feel like
funny.
all comics are like, this is
That's
what
where
they
they
do.
start, yeah.
Yeah. And then some of them are like, all right, I'm better at constructing jokes. I can figure out how to like
Yeah,
construct,
yeah.
make this happen in a bigger setting.
Right.
Which is more, that's why it's so cool when they do it in a small club.
Yeah.
Because they made that small conversation between 3 people resonate with 30 people. And it doesn't feel the same at the Air Canada Center. But yeah, man, I feel like you would have good stage presence and all of that.
Who knows, man? Who knows? I've always felt like there's just been there's a thing too where when your friend is telling you a story, it's funnier than if a stranger's telling you a story.
Yeah.
That was my biggest thing. I remember going and being terrified, and I took a little something before going up, and then I was good. But then, man, seeing people not laugh, it's just like,
Yeah.
it is an awful.
I had
time.
Yasin come to a show and I stepped on the mic cord and I stepped on it, it came out.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the mic died. And then I was like, well, I can't tell him because my jokes have so many subtle parts and loud parts. I just started talking about giraffes. I just started telling everybody about giraffes' mating systems.
Not only that, but the thing is that Syed couldn't figure out that it wasn't plugged. He was holding the wire in one hand and then the mic in the other. Like, because when it came
I tried to put him in.
when it came unattached, he was
Yeah.
like he was holding it like both as if they were together for a little bit.
Oh my God. And then I looked at the back because the MC was in the back and he starts doing this. He's like, and I was like,
Nope, not that kind
this
of
isn't
show.
helping my flow of, I'm like, what are you doing with your hands, sir? And then I got off and it was my second time ever going
Really
up.
got off. No.
It was, I got off.
All right.
It was my second time ever getting on stage.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
I was like, wow, that's probably as bad as it gets. And you know what?
Good on
That's
you
as-
for realizing that.
that was as bad as it. Oh, it didn't feel that bad. Was the weird part.
Yeah, you probably take things a lot better than I do.
No, in my head, it was so interesting because while it was happening, I was like, I am dying. I'm taking a big.
I laughed so hard.
Yeah, I wonder
well,
if that's a thing. Like you're just your own worst critic kind of thing. Like
Here, I wrote a tight 5 minutes. I got through none of it. Right? As soon as the mic went off, we're talking about giraffes.
So how did the draft thing happen?
Because my mic died, and I'm like, we're gonna talk about giraffes.
Because he watched a Discovery Channel
Yeah.
show just before
I
going on
couldn't even
stage.
recall the order of everything I was supposed to say, and I was like, I saw a giraffe mating documentary today.
Here we go.
Oh, that's incredible.
I'm not gonna tell the joke or anything. Not that
Yeah,
it's not even anything I've done on stage, but it was just about like
It's one of my favorites.
Like a male giraffe hits the female giraffe with his head and hits her in the stomach, and then she will pee, and then he will taste it to figure out if she's in heat.
And then I told the story to my coworker, and he stopped complaining about being single.
Yeah, that was a joke, but that's all I could come up with at the
good.
moment.
Fucking
Fantastic.
awesome,
That's
right?
fantastic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
but
And you came up with that on the spot.
yeah, I saw
That's-
the documentary
that's
that
fantastic.
day.
That's fantastic.
But with that said, I realized that if that's as worse as it gets, literally I went up the next week and I did the material I wanted to do, and I just got a few laughs, just a few. But like, it did not bomb from start to finish. A few laughs. A couple people came up to me, like, were like, "Hey, that was really good." And while walking home, I was like, "Oh, this is what Molly feels like,"
Like that, eh?
because I couldn't have been happier.
Really?
And I've had a bachelor party, so I've done Molly. So
Interesting.
yeah, just once. And I was like, yeah. Just like when I did Molly, and I was like, oh, I can see how this could be a problem.
Yeah.
The first time I did stand-up, it just went well. It wasn't even I've done better so many times after that, but just went well. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize I could be this happy.
Wow.
Yeah. And I walked my ass home, told my wife. She told me, she was like, okay.
I get a small feeling of that driving my car.
Okay.
Gear 1 to gear 2, gear 2 to gear 3. Oh my god.
Shit.
It never ends. I've had that.
Impressive.
I've been driving manual car since I could drive. In fact, I was driving manual car before I even had a manual car. How? Okay, I was driving a 1989 Accord, my parents' Accord, and I would put a Dasani bottle, shove it right between the handbrake and the seat, and I would
Right.
shift through 4 gears with that bottle. No one would be in the car with me. I would
Right.
only do it when you think.
Right.
My foot would do the clutch and the gas thing, and I was doing it with a water bottle.
But the
4
car's not on.
The car is on.
Okay.
I'm actually
You're
driving,
driving-
an
okay,
automatic
I
car.
wasn't sure
Automatic
what was
ride.
happening.
Yeah, no, I was driving, and I would shift a water bottle. And then even when we got like a 92 Accord, before I actually got my own car, I was shifting a water bottle because I absolutely love driving a manual car. So then when I
man.
got my manual car, the first one was the Honda Civic Si. Dude, just 1,
So
2,
much
3,
fun.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I get like, if I get stressed at work, I get into my car and I just drive like up and down the main way. All I need to do is like a couple laps, and I'm like relaxed. I feel better.
Do you like speed?
No,
Not the drug. I mean,
I like I like driving fast. No doubt.
Okay.
But like it's more the acceleration to get to speed.
Trying to find the mechanism as well.
because there's
so
there's
great.
I mean there's a lot of that in actual, like if you were to try to pursue a path in racing,
Yeah.
right? Shift up, shift down. That's happening constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
would be
I
cool,
should.
man.
I have never tracked my car. I really should track my car. But
So that makes you that happy?
dude, I won't lie to you. There has not been a single time where I've gotten in my car, apart from like really, really bad
days,
anxiety,
yeah.
bad days, that I sit in the car, close the door, press, like I got the button start, which also every time it does it, I do my own revving sound. I press it and go, like I do that noise every time I started the car. And you just put it in one, and then you just accelerate. So good.
Interesting.
Every
Hey,
time.
I'm just happy
So, like,
you have something so like reachable.
yeah,
that makes
it
you
really is.
that
Like,
happy.
just right there.
Like it's over there. You don't have to worry about getting on stage, your mic coming out, somebody jerking off in your mouth, a bunch of drunk people that are gonna heckle you. You put it in there. There's gas for $1.19 a liter.
That is funny,
It's
though.
great, and if you get like a nice road, and then the thing is that it expands because the skill of driving a manual is not just that. Obviously, you can keep going deeper and deeper, right? So when you downshift, you rev match. If you're going around a corner, you have your toe on the brake, so you're slowing down, and you're going to rev match. You press.
You're gonna be so
You
mad
press
when they make
you
it
press
mandatory.
the heel. You press your heel against the accelerator.
Trying to get that perfect-
It blips
that- yeah.
it blips the accelerator, so you have like
Showed me a video
everything.
on this.
Putting in, oh my god, when you get it done right, you get out of the corner, you go in, you're like smile on your face, you're like
Yeah.
fucking yes.
You're so
That's
lucky to be
awesome.
born now. Because literally 2 generations from now, it may not even be
done.
legal to drive
Well, I'm having the problem right now. I
manual
can't-
ones.
Acura completely after 2015 got rid of all of their manuals.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't get another Acura.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's all going. Even
Yeah, it's all going.
automatic is going to be probably gone after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a 1-gear electric.
It'll be like only 4 generations who got to experience something.
Or callback, that teleporter happens.
Ooh,
Oh yeah. Let's go back to the
Get rid
golden
of-
age of
get rid of
car
cars,
car
period.
racing. Yeah.
possibly. Oh, holodeck.
Holodeck.
Yes, holodeck. Okay.
I'd be down.
My Acura's lease is the same thing as a Mercedes CLA.
Okay.
And because the Mercedes is the CLA Mercedes is like your baby entry level. Like you want a Mercedes so bad, but you don't make enough money, so
Yeah.
you can get yourself a CLA.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I wouldn't go for like the CLA looked nice. It really looked nice, but manual all the way.
Oh,
I'll
you're not-
drive a used shitty car, or manual, even if I could afford a really nice auto.
Because you will have to, Yasin. Because that's what's going to happen in 10 years. Because there aren't going to be no new cars with manual.
yeah, it's
10,
true.
yeah, I think 10 is generous.
I think 10 is generous. They don't make them to last anymore either. Like, honestly. But
There's only a couple.
I'm glad you have something like that in your life.
Yeah, anytime you guys get into an argument, just be like, Yasin,
Just go
go to your
drive.
car. Just go to your car.
Yeah, go to your car.
And
Go to your
I'll
car.
I'll put Skype on, and you can do some stand up for some random people.
I don't think
There
that's
you
how that works. I feel like you're belittling my like life's passion with like a combustion
sorry.
engine
I'm
and
so
think it's kind of even remotely dissimilar.
That would
One
be
is an expression of one's being, and the other one's getting from one place to another quickly.
That's hilarious. I wonder
no,
if
it's not the
because Bamford, Maria Bamford just came with this.
You know what I love it when you put on the belt and you get it in the right loop immediately. Oh, it's just like your pants are just perfect then, and you can walk around in it. Oh,
End up tying your shoelaces the first time
oh,
correctly.
no,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, then you're just dumb. Yeah,
You know what the thing is? I wish I could enjoy driving a car as much as he does.
a simple pleasure like that would be
Yeah.
really, really nice. Yeah, or to be able not the simple.
Also,
pleasure,
a car
but
is such a like it's the miracle of mechanics and everything that's happening. Like you
Yeah.
can get yourself into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still feel that way whenever I see a plane take off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I understand the mechanics.
Yeah.
I understand the physics,
Right.
but I don't get the physics. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just like it's a wonder to me.
It's just the engine.
Mm-hmm.
The engine has consistent explosions.
Yeah.
I have 4 cylinders. There's 4 explosions that are happening every cycle. Little explosions
Yep.
are turning wheels. Like it's
crazy.
It's so cool. Like, come on, how can that
And the
not be
whole
cool?
world
It's so
is
awesome.
built upon this. And like every place that has a road, if we didn't go with cars and we went to some other mode of transportation, like all of our lands would look differently. Like we set
yeah,
aside
yeah.
everything for cars.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's amazing.
Feel bad for the poor hundreds of suckers that like couldn't land the engine right the first time because they must have really got effed up.
They were trying to push steam in there and shit.
Something,
Uranium
like,
getting
bad
cancer.
shit must have happened to those guys. Yeah,
And somebody's like, no, explosions. A bunch of them.
yeah.
Like, that's stupid.
Even then, those first few explosions, yeah, those had to be bad.
Yeah. On that note.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Cool, man.
Yeah, Shaz, thanks for hanging out, man.
Ah, thank you for
I know
having me. I love talking to you guys,
You
man.
had to pull a mission for you to make it, but we
Nah, it's
appreciate
all
it. It's all good. All right, people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Take care of yourselves. No, that's it. I'm not gonna say goodnight this time. Just
Whoa.
take care of yourself.
You don't know when they're listening?
Yeah, that's it. All right. Bye.